Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is your quirky weird makeup artist and creative friend Cat Sketch here to bring you a part 2 to my Kida Atlantis the Lost Empire makeup look today. We are gonna take this, if you didn't know it was me, we're gonna take this and make it into something a little different. A creepy twist. You know me, I love to do creepy twists. I hope you guys saw part 1. It'll be linked down below in the description box. What we're gonna do is what I like to call godlike mode, what Kida, when she finds out the secrets of her city of Atlantis, she uncovers the secret that empowers her and makes her all turn blue and amazing. So we're gonna have, it reminds me of a little bit of my Frozen makeup that I got really viral for, but we're gonna have some of her blue. So we're gonna do that today. We already started with some of these, so why not like just make it more, you know, out there. So let's get started. And we're still going to be talking about lost cities, civilizations that are unknown that people can't find more information on. They may be myths, they may be legends, but to me they're super interesting. So let's get started. So there's this one called the Lost City of Kalahari in 1885, which I've never heard of. Have you? A Canadian entertainer and adventurer became the first person or Westerner to explore the treacherous lost city of the Kalahari Desert in South Africa. So weird to paint over lipstick, but we're doing it. I feel like I look like I got drowned already with blue lipstick. And when he returned from his adventures, he had pictures and wrote a paper on it. He camped at the foot of it and there was a broken wall that reminded him of the Chinese wall. It looked like ruins of the Chinese wall to him. I'm sure he's talking about the Great Wall of China. His writings, although I'm just reading this article, it sounds uneducated, but at closer examination, it looked like an even more extensive ruins site than he expected. Some of the excavation sites were buried underneath and some of them were exposed more, but on closer inspection, it was more extensive and went for miles and miles than he expected. They traced remains for nearly miles with heaps of gigantic stone, but there were flat sides that were cemented like perfectly, and he was super impressed. I'm gonna have her like transition in just this part of her face near the glowing. I'm gonna turn this upside down to have it look blue. Through the 21st century, dozens of explorations were taken to look for the lost city of Kalahari. Using aerial scans and radar, they actually discovered man-made ruins near an oasis just inside the desert of Kalahari, but it's still yet to know if this is the lost city that they're looking for. And of course, we can't do lost civilizations unless we talk about the Mayans, because they were such an advanced society. They were known to invent the number 0 and some numerology thousands of years before the concept even entered European minds. I'm just trying to figure out how to color this. It's kind of like, almost like those heat ray light things, the heat sensor makeups, but all blue. She's cold as ice. Now I have that Britney Spears song stuck in my head. And I'm just getting a beauty blender to fuse the two different shades of blue together. But around 600 CE, the Mayans had built thousands of cities around Central America, which makes their disappearance to most people even more puzzling. I'm just taking my shadow and blending. What was a bustling city can be dated by archaeologists in the 8th and 9th century. While archaeologists could date when the city was abandoned, they can't be really sure the conclusion of the city, like how it disappeared. Which, I don't know for you, but that's very scary to me. Just a city disappears and they were so advanced in their society and numerology and... Alright, so we have to delete this and turn it upside down, unfortunately. Ugh, all that hard work, I know it sucks. How we're gonna do that is do this, the golden piece, and just redraw that crystal going upwards. Again, you could just get jewelry if you're doing this for Halloween. Like a Kida, you keep more of the eyes more natural and have her transforming. But archaeologists cannot figure out how the Mayan cities were lost, abandoned, were they destroyed by disease, famine? No one really knows. And that's what's creepiest to me. Now there's another lost city called Roanoke. In 1587, a group of English settlers, we're just doing some highlights on our thing here and on our face. off the coast of modern-day North Carolina. Been there. It was declared that the English settlers, guy named John White, would go back and get supplies for the English. But when he arrived back, there was a war that broke out. It's so hard to talk while painting my lips. And Queen Elizabeth seized all available ships against the Spanish Armada. And when John White returned to Roanoke, he found that the colony was completely abandoned 3 years later. Spooky. There were no sign of the settlers other than a tree that had the name Croatoan on it. I'm telling you, you can make this as messy as you want with the blues as long as you have a white highlight to really distinguish the light in this makeup and the high points. It's all good. I'm gonna paint this eyebrow, why not? Croatoan was the name of the island of the Native American tribe that inhabited it, causing some experts to believe they were abducted and killed just by that example that was left on that tree. Others believe they sailed back to England or were killed by Spanish settlers. What do you think? And of course we have to talk about Easter Island because it's famous for its giant statues called the Moa. We've all seen those statues. Experts think that the Rapa Nui people traveled to the island on canoes and boats in the South Pacific back in 800 CE. It's estimated that the island's population was 12,000 people at its peak, and the first time English explorers landed on the island was in 1722, when the Dutch crew members believed that there was 2,000 to 3,000 inhabitants in their population of citizens. Reporters kept reporting on Easter Island that the inhabitants and citizens even went as low as 100 people. Like, what was happening there? Who was like taking over? Why were so many people going to Easter Island to look at these people? No one could really agree what caused the island's inhabitants to dwindle and totally disappear, but I honestly think that, I mean, there were so many, like the Dutch, English settlers were like, they could have been invading it for all we know, kept visiting it. Because sometimes that's what like English settlers like to do. They like to invade something and try to bring their beliefs and religious systems onto other people without even asking. It's like they want to, like, it's almost like they have to have everyone follow their religion, which I have issue with. Religion should be free choice, as long as they're not harming anyone else, in my opinion. Anyways, this isn't a video about religion. There was also this one I've never heard of called the Indus Valley Civilization, and it can be found around the floodplains of the Indus River in Pakistan and northwest India. Again, archaeologists suggest it was a highly advanced civilization, but what happened? Like, why is all these advanced civilizations disappearing, sis? At its peak, the Indus Valley Civilization was in 2500 BC. BCE, it had written languages, it had sewer systems, and a lot of agriculture. But by 1800 BCE, people began to mysteriously abandon the city. And while people were mysteriously going away, no one really understands why or how. Some people wonder if it was a flood. Some people wonder it was something to do with their sewage systems. Was it sickness? Was it famine in the sewer systems? Or was it like, some people think that nomadic cow herders like overtook them and invaded them. I'm just doing some of my hair blue. Why not? She has like blue and white streaked hair. When this happens to Miss Kida, I almost want to call her Kina like my dog, but it's Kida. Atlantis, Miss Kida, not Kina. My brain lately, again, not much sleep. This will wash out. This is just aqua paint that I'm painting through the wig, because you don't want to keep a white wig around, do you? We have so many Halloween looks to go through. And with that, we are completely done turning into Kida from Atlantis the Lost Empire Part 2, where she is turning into what I like to call like godlike mode when she uncovers all the secrets within her city of Atlantis. If you have a white contact lens for this, that would be really awesome to pop in on one of the eyes as well. But at last, I don't have any. I'm still preparing for Halloween, unfortunately. I'm so excited. This movie's so beautiful if you haven't seen it. I know it's an old movie, but it got me so inspired and I haven't seen it till recently. Absolutely had so much fun doing this makeup transformation. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. Subscribe for more videos like this. I do 2 videos a week every Monday and Friday here on this channel. I do beauty makeups as well as body paintings, makeup effects, crazy creatures while we talk about creepy stories, interesting things, and just everyday life. All the products I use in this video will be listed down below in the description box. I hope you guys saw part 1. It'll be linked down below in the description box. Thank you so much for inspiring me and supporting this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!